Nothing more frustrating than the printer that doesn't talk to the computer, which doesn't talk to the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth, but there's many people out there that can help you, and Dallas Smith is one of them. Tech Doctor. Dallas, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, of course. So, how long have you been in IT?
I've been in IT for going on 22 years now.
Yeah, very good. So I'm certain with all the updates, changes, new programs, and platforms, it's keeping you busy. What type of systems or clients do you handle? Are you more small business or are you residential or a little both?
Um, I can work with just about anybody. I own and operate Tech Doctor myself. That is my company. It's more geared towards residential and home-based business, those who would have occasional needs. And then I'm also a systems engineer for V2 Systems, which focuses on business clients, those who would have regular needs on a monthly basis. We work on a block hour basis or a fully managed basis. So we essentially become your IT department. So I'm very diverse, agile. I can work with just about anybody.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Right.
I tailor my solutions to individually to each person. That's something my clients really like. I don't try and fit a square peg into a round hole. Everything is
Yep.
very individualistic.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody's kind of got different needs, different devices, and things that they need to access all the time. What areas do you handle? I mean, obviously, I'm assuming if you can remote in, then you can handle somebody anywhere. But typically, are you like Frederick County based or regionally DMV? What is that?
So remotely, I can support anyone with an internet connection. I have quite a few clients that live beyond the DMV, just about every state in the union. I have a 82-year-old lady that used to live in Montgomery County. Now she lives in Alaska.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, it's kind of wild. But as far as like going on site, the DMV and then a little bit further out, um, I've got clients in the West Virginia Panhandle, Southern PA, Baltimore, Montgomery County, PG County, Northern Virginia, going down to Prince William. So I go all over.
What are your top three things that you're seeing as that people should be on the lookout? Do you kind of have a hit list of things that, especially those personal users?
Yeah, so the top three things that I would want to focus on, number one, security, absolutely security. Um, when and that's a rather broad topic, whether it comes to making sure your antivirus is up to date, um, and multi-factor authentication. That's really important. It's becoming really important. And another trend that's really on the rise as time goes on is just the pervasive scams that are out there, um, whether it's trying to scam you out of money, trying to scam you out of information, things like that. There's a lot of touching points to go over on how to protect yourself from getting scammed. The second thing I would touch on is backup. A lot of clients that I see, especially new ones, they don't have a clear backup routine. And when something unfortunately happens, whether it's theft or hardware failure or operating system failure, what have you, and that data is in limbo, um, that becomes a little bit more of a crisis because there is no backup. So that's something I encourage people to do. And then the last thing is um, Windows operating system base. So Windows 10 support is going to be coming to a close within the next year or so. So it's going to be important to upgrade to Windows 11. And in some cases, your current hardware may not be Windows 11 compatible. Microsoft has some pretty controversial uh, hardware requirements for Windows 11. They're the most strict ones they've ever enforced in their history. So some people will be dismayed to learn that they may need to upgrade their hardware.
Especially, it's funny. I think the number of years that you could be on the systems previous to Windows 10. I mean, I think you saw people who were hanging on to, oh my gosh, the earliest systems of Windows for 10 years, and now it's like, well, nope, we're not even going to worry about it anymore. So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
both Apple and Microsoft have gotten very controlling in the environment. They're basically coding out hardware support. It's really quite sad. It's really just a money grab
It
to be
is.
honest. And just a funny point on operating systems hanging on. So if you go back a few weeks to that big CrowdStrike outage that hit airlines and other businesses, so Southwest Airlines was not affected because their system runs on Windows 3.1, which is circa 1992.
How
So
is it possible that they're even functioning?
I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. But when Windows 3.1 for the win.
Right, yeah, I guess, right? So they're laughing all the way, but
uh,
Lord.
Well, yeah, I mean they didn't skip a beat, and I'll even do you one better. So I have a retail contract for Hanes, Bali, and Champion Store. Their system runs on DOS. Literally, I wish I was kidding. I'm not. They run on DOS, and anytime with the AS400 Unix backend, and anytime I have to reload one of their systems, I have to do it from a CD, which that goes back to the 90s,
No
and
kidding. There are
yeah.
people right now that are like, what the heck is DOS? But I do remember the old green screen, and you had to do all your backslashing, and oh
Yeah.
my Lord.
Yeah, MS DOS predates a couple of generations at this point, but that's how they run, and that's what I have to support. So
Yeah.
um,
Well,
that's where experience comes into play. Just being able to know the old school stuff, but then also be agile enough to
yeah.
keep up with the new age stuff.
For the small businesses, are there any particular industries that you like to focus in, or you'll just obviously take any small business who has some computers that need to be maintained?
I mean, we don't discriminate. I mean, we have um, we have clients at V2 that run the gamut. We can support just about anyone. I mean, we've got 9 engineers with over 250 years of experience and 28 industry certifications between us all that range from hardware to Windows operating systems to security and compliance. V2 has a real nice collection of talent,
There you
and
go.
that's really what we hang our hat on is that experience and that security and compliance that we can bring. We can make your company compliant in CMMC, NIST, SP800. Those are both crucial for working with the government. And we can also get you certified in ITAR, which deals with munitions, then also PCI, HIPAA. We really hang our hat on security and compliance. Few other MSPs rival what we can do there.
That's awesome. Well, look, if there was one thing you wanted people to know about, let's say Tech Doctor right now, what would that be?
I value relationships. A lot of my customers have been with me for a very long time. Will I do the quick smash and grab job? Absolutely. Money is green, but at the same time, um, I have clients that have been with me for over 20 years, and they've seen me as a individual. They've seen me start a family. I've seen them start a family. I've seen their kids grow up and go to college, and then having to adjust their tech environment around there. That's really what I'd like people to know is, I really value, the individual and the long-term relationship over the, quick smash and grab job.
Yeah, absolutely. Really appreciate your time today. And yeah, wish you all the best in another 20 plus years in this environment, which is changing, I know, every day.
Literally every day. I mean, just about everything in your house is connected to the internet, which is kind of cool, but kind of scary at the same time.
Yes, 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 it is. Yes, it is. Well, thanks so much, Dallas.
Thank you, Danny. Have a good day.